Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Raven.
Hi.
So you guys want to practice some math, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. What kind of math are you most confused about?
IV dosing or whatever.
Okay, so calculations for IV.
Yes.
All right. Tashima, do you have anything you particularly want?
That's kind of where I'm at too, the IV, and then not the hold on, I'm trying to find it. Like understanding, like having that table down packed, the one that we're supposed to memorize.
Yeah.
I can't memorize that table. I can't find it. I don't remember what chapter
On
it
page
was.
87.
87. Yeah, that's kind of where I don't want to say I'm really having that bad of trouble with it, but it's just.
Well, you're going to have to know your conversions. There are a lot of conversions on this test. Okay. So when we're talking about conversions, we'll get to the IV in a minute here. Let me play some games here. Okay, so if you look at that table, we have 1 teaspoon. So we have 1 teaspoon. Where are you? Where aren't you picking up here? So it's 1 teaspoon equals 5 milliliters, right?
Yes.
All right. Now we know that there are 3 teaspoons in 1 tablespoon. So 1 tablespoon equals 3 teaspoons. And if each teaspoon is 15 milliliters, why am I not getting this to work today? Make this a little bit neater, but it's not working. Okay, so each teaspoon is 5 milliliters. So that gives us 15 milliliters per tablespoon, right?
Yes.
All right. So if I want 1 ounce, that equals 2 tablespoons. So how many milliliters?
30.
30. All right, so you don't have to memorize the whole table. You just have to memorize what makes up what.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So then we go into cups and ounces. You know, how many ounces in a cup? There's 8 ounces in a cup. How many milliliters? So, I mean, it's not hard to memorize. You just have to narrow it down. You know, if you know that there are 5 milliliters in a teaspoon and 30 milliliters in an ounce, you can probably figure out the rest of it.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. The little drawing pad's not working very well today. Can't figure that one out. All right, so let's look at some IV problems. All right, so we're looking at the chapter review here on page 580. Stop sharing this screen and start sharing the other one. All right, so let's talk about drops per minute. What's the formula for drops per minute?
Volume times. Is it volume times available over? No, volume times the drop per minute over minutes.
Right. Volume times the drops over minutes. So if we have 1,000 milliliters of D5RL to infuse in 8 hours and the drop factor is 20, what information do we need out of this problem?
How many minutes?
Okay, so we need this, right?
Yes.
Okay, what else do we need?
The drop factor.
Okay. And what else?
The available, so the 1,000 ml.
Okay, so the volume. Those are the 3 things we need out of that problem, right? Everything else is just junk. So when you're looking at these problems, go in there and figure out what it is you need first. So our volume is 1,000. Our drop factor is 20. How many minutes is 8 hours?
Let me get my calculator. 480.
480. Okay, so it's going to be what?
1,000 times. Hold on, wait. Times 20 divided by 480. It's going to be 41.6. Well,
Okay,
we're
it
on
drops.
6 to 7. So
41.6 is what?
I said it's 41.66. So we'll be round at 6 to 7, right?
No, we're going to round to the nearest whole number. Because I can't count a half a drop, right?
Oh,
I can't
right.
count 0.6 of a drop, so it's going to the nearest whole number. So it would be
So
what?
42.
42.
42.
Okay, Raven, you see what we're talking about here?
A little bit.
Well, that's good. Here comes Margaret. So yeah, you have to pick out what your information you need. What do we need in number 2?
The 2,500
Okay,
and then the 24-hour.
okay. And,
Oh, and then the 10.
right. Okay, so this is what we need, the information we need in this problem, all right? So what is the answer?
What is the
Formula?
yes.
The formula is, I can get this to right or not today.
Volume times drop over minutes.
Volume times your drop factor over your minutes.
Thank you.
I got 17.
Okay, what did you get, Raven?
I don't know what I did.
Okay, what's your volume?
Is it the 1,000?
The 2,500?
Oh, what? Wrong problem. Yeah, the 2,500.
Okay. And what's your drop factor?
20
10?
or 10. Why
We're on the
am I
pink
looking at the
one.
wrong person?
We're on
Sorry.
the pink one.
Let me look at your page. I'm closing my book. Okay. 10.
So 2,500 times 10.
2,500 times 10.
Divided by how many minutes in 24 hours?
24. 1,440.
Right.
40. 17. Yep, got it.
Got it. Yay. All right. Let's try number 3. 500 over 4 hours, drop factor is 15. Page.
I got 31.
Okay, did you get 31, Tashima?
Yes.
All right, good job. All right, so remember what your drop factor is, right? Your drop factor, to get your drops per minute, we need your volume times your drop factor over minutes. So 10,000 of those there. All right, so let's look at number 33 here. Okay, I'm going to infuse an IV medication. It's 100 milliliters per hour. Doesn't matter what it is we're infusing. It's 100 milliliters per hour. And we're doing it in 30 minutes. Okay, so how long will it take us to infuse 100 milliliters in 30? How many? What is going to be our unit milliliters per hour for this?
I got 67.
We have 100 milliliters, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't get my pen to work today. All right, so I'm gonna. Okay, so we have 100 milliliters. Okay. Just that. Up that. We want milliliters per hour, right? I have 100 milliliters. What part of an hour is 30 minutes?
25.
Oh,
0.5. So if I divide 100 by 0.5, that equals 200 milliliters per hour.
mm-hmm.
Okay. So you always have to change this minutes, the 30 minutes, we have to change it to an hour. Okay. It needs to go to hours. Okay. So if we have 250 milliliters to infuse in 5 hours, which is the next problem there.
So 50 ml.
Yes. So it'll be 50 mLs per hour, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, if they want to know how many drops per minute, which I don't think we have on this test, but we'll do it anyhow. Okay, if we're starting off at, oh, we don't even know that. Never mind. Never mind. That's a whole different issue there. So 500 milliliters in 4 hours would be how much per hour?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
500 milliliters in 4 hours.
125.
Mm-hmm.
How
So
should
that
get
one-
in that so fast?
Well, first of all, she's just putting her milliliters on top and her hours on the bottom. Right?
Yes.
And then you just divide. She's got quick fingers on the calculator is what she's got. Do you have a calculator yet, Raven?
Well, I'm doing it on my computer, yeah.
That's why it's taking you longer. You're doing it on your computer.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So there's those IV questions. All right. Where's my time? Okay, so if your client is receiving 1,000 milliliters, okay, at 100 milliliters per hour, okay, how long is it going to take for that to run? So this is milliliters. This is milliliters. We're going to cross that off. And when we divide those, we're going to end up with our hours, right?
Yes.
So 1,000 divided by 100 is what?
10.
10 hours, right? All right. Okay, so let's do some more of these time problems. All right. All right. So, the ones in your book are all like this. We have 150 milliliters left in the bag. All right. The IV is infusing at 60 microdrops per minute. So how are we going to figure that out?
What are we looking for? The hours?
We are looking for how many hours will it take for that 150 milliliters to infuse. So we want to take our drops per minute, which our rate, which is our 60 drops per minute.
Get ready to practice building team numbers.
Okay, we know we have 150 milliliters, right?
Yeah.
Get ready
And what's our drop factor?
60.
It's 60 because it's micro drops, right?
Yes.
But we don't know our time. So we're going to solve for x here. We're going to put a 1 under here. And so 60 times x is 60x. And that equals 150 times 60.
9,000.
9,000. Divide both sides by 60.
So 150.
Okay. So if we divide it by 60, it's going to be 150 minutes, right? How many hours is 150 minutes?
60.
Divided by 60.
2 hours and 2 hours and 30 minutes.
2 hours and 30 minutes for that to infuse, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's try another problem with a little different x, okay? We have 0.9% normal saline at 35 macro drops per minute. The drop factor is 15. How many milliliters of fluid will the client receive in 5 hours? So here again, we're going to start with our 35 drops per minute. And that's going to equal, we don't know our volume, right? That's what we're looking for. Times 15, which is our drops per milliliter, times 15. And over 5 hours is how many minutes?
You said 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
12. Wait,
5 hours times 60.
300, sorry.
Okay, so solve for x. Oops.
X equals 15. 300 times 35. 10 divided by 15. Is it 700?
It is. There's going to be 700 milliliters infused in 5 hours. So I'm going to go back to my book here so you can see these problems. Okay. You see the problems here, practice problems?
Yes.
So we just did 48 and 49. Why don't you guys do 50?
Okay.
Let's look at 16 in another line. Make 14. First, show how many 10s are in 14. Yeah. Now move back. 14 is 1 10 and 4 1s. Let's look at 14 in another box.
Is it 4 hours?
How'd you get 4 hours?
I did 180 divided by 45.
Okay, you forgot your 15.
Oh.
It's got to be 180 times 15 over x, right?
Mm. Oh, okay. So, x equals 45. What we looking for? How many hours? So 1 hour?
Right, it's going to be 60 minutes, right? And that equals 1 hour. Raven, did we lose you?
Yes.
Okay. Start with, what do we have, what are we running at? We're running at 45 macro drops per minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's the first part of the problem. Now we're at 15 drops per milliliter, so that's going to be on part of your problem, right? And 8 hours, which will be how many minutes?
Or 80.
480. So it'll be 45 macro drops equals, is that the wrong problem? I'm sorry. It is. Okay. 45 macro, we're going for milliliters here, equals X times 15 over 480.
Let's practice reading team numbers. Which number is 1, 10, and 2, 1?
Oh, I got it.
So what'd you get?
1?
1 hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what about the next one, number 51? Set it up the same way, except we're looking for volume now, not time. So the X is going to be on the top next to your 15 drops per minute, milliliter.
What are we looking for?
We're looking for milliliters.
For milliliters. Oh, okay. Is it 1,440?
It is.
Okay, I thought I did it wrong. Okay.
All right, well, let's look at this on the whiteboard, okay? All right, so we
Wait, the
are
answer was
infusing.
1,440, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, then I did it right.
Okay. It's
Make
how many
sure.
milliliters did they get, right?
Okay. Okay, yeah.
All right. So we figured out how to do time. We know how to do milliliters per hour and drops per minute. That's about all you need to know for this final. Okay, do you feel better now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, keep practicing, all right? Because it's not going to get any better unless you keep practicing. All the answers are in the book. Did you finish the post-test yet?
No,
No.
but I will this weekend.
But you will, yes.
Yes.
If it's something we didn't talk about, just skip it. But you need to be doing dosage calculation, how many milligrams, how many milliliters we're going to give, how many tablets we're going to give. You need to know your conversions, and you need to know your IVs, okay?
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank
All
you
right.
for coming. I will see you on Monday, yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Have a good night. Have a great
Thank
weekend.
you. You
Thank
too.
you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.